Alright, I haven't been inside, and I know we're not supposed to assume. The operator swears that the heats are all turned on, but the building itself is freezing, top to bottom, every zone. So, I don't see gas lines, so that's frightening. That leads me to believe, obviously, we're running electric heat, which can be troublesome. All right, well, look at that. Holy smokes. I don't even feel a blower in that one. This will be fun. Unit number one, again, I don't see anything running, so I'm just gonna check my power in first. 215, 215, 215. Okay, we're good there. We have power coming in. She can run. Common. C to R. Are we powering our thermostat? We are not powering our thermostat. So we have no power, C to R. And obviously we have no power on anything else. So transformer, is our transformer tripped? No, it doesn't seem like it. Well, she's tapped wrong. She's tapped for 230, so let's start with this. Let's go. Clip, clip. I got 215 in. That sounds terrible. That makeup air behind me. I got 24 volts out. So if I have 24 volts out, why don't I have voltage to R? Interesting. Well, I was gonna say your answer is gonna be that we're off on a smoke detector, but look, we're not. All these are jumped. We're not off on smoke. All right, what's breaking? Something in the board is not allowing for me to energize my thermostat. Okay, so that thermal safety was tripped. I reset that. Okay, now I got 24 volts. And eventually that thermostat's gonna wake up and give me a call for W, which will start things up. Now, let's get scared. Why was this thermal tripped? This thermal was tripped either because the fan didn't run, and if we don't get a fan, then the box is gonna overheat. And let's pray to all things that we do not have a bad fan, because these fans are $1,000 freaking dollars. I learned about these fans. What's funny is they run on a speed control, right? A DC speed control. This fan motor is being fed its 208 volts all the time, and then it's creating the DC voltage and sending it back to the board, which is then going to regulate its speed. So when this won't come on and you don't have your DC voltage, it's because the fan's not making it and you are screwed. Again, it could be on a pretty good delay here. Sorry, man. I'm really hoping, again, the thermostat wake up. I'm not going to get my fingers in there. This box is warm. Ooh, I don't like the feel of that at all. Scared you got a bad blower motor. Which is what I don't like about these X vanes. That's the name of the blower motor style, if you didn't know. These direct drives, it's like, oh, they're so great. They're not. It's nice because you can pull them out and clean them. Not that that's happened to this one, but let's open this and take a look at the contactors in here, since it's electric heat strips, and I'll let you know if this kicks on. There you go. 24 volts call for cooling. I got no fan. Put your finger in there. Now, let's check it out. My contactor pulled in, so I've got to call for heat. I'm running 32 amps. My heaters are on. She just popped out because we went off on thermal. So you've got heat strips kicking. No fan. Unhooked W1, right, which is live. It does have 24 volts. It'll pull in and out the heating contactor. But I jumped green just because I want to be sure, okay? So from green to common, 24 volts, I should be running. I've unhooked this. I haven't gone through my schematic yet, but I'm about to find out which one of these powers the fan. But with just the calling for fan and not heat, right? I know I have my 24 volts. Come on. Right? I got no fan. Let's see if we can do this. Let's turn this around. Okay, let's just jump out of this. Here's IFM. Okay, indoor fan motor. Boy. Logic. Speed control. Orange, white, gray. Orange, white, gray. Orange, white, gray. So those are your and your black and your blue is going to be your 240 volts. Okay, not sure when I lost that. I get 24 volts calling for green. I found my 213 volts coming to the fan, okay, on my black and blue wires. So, but look at my fan blade. Like the bearings are all janky or something. Right, so we'll take this apart. The good news is, so before I say, oh, you need a $1,000 fan, pretty sure this is another X-Vane unit. Yeah, baby. I can physically bring it over here and verify, but if that's the case, there is nothing I can do about getting this one unit. We need to triage and move to the next. Man, I hate it if I called it. I've got my 214 still coming in on blue. And I've switched to DC, okay? And I have nothing back here at the board. Here's how you set your speed, right? We're set for DC and we roll. We got nothing. That DC power is generated from this fan. So, you need a new fan. I'm gonna prove it by stealing that. This one was running. I killed it, literally. 2 screws. Undo the jumper. Boy, it's nice and warm in there. Let's try and preserve some of that. Now, I'm actually gonna do it. Well, I was gonna say I can unjump it here. That way, I just tap it, and I don't have to worry about this. I think we're gonna do it that way. Tapped that, and that started. Need a fan. Okay, so that unit's working fine. This unit's not coming back to life. I'm keeping the fan disconnected. I'm keeping W1 disconnected, so the strips do not even get a chance to come on. And I'm buttoning this up. I haven't gotten to real triage yet, but I can see that we got yeah. So we have no heat in the dining room at all. This stage should have come on. We'll see. I did not have a call for Y1 over there. I'm not sure why, but yeah. So good times. Look at this thing; it's just completely rusted out. I wonder if it even energizes if we straight wire it just to see. But I gotta get this unit running because the other dining room unit ain't. Okay, 2 new contactors, 24 volt contactors, because when I first ran out to my van I grabbed 240 volt contactors. Okay, ba-da. Okay, got a little jumpy jump here. Let's ask Y1 to do its thing. baby. So I've got two different loads, and I want to check both. I've got Y1 and, or I've got 24 amps on both of them. So I've got okay, all the units are set for heating right now downstairs. I still don't have anything on W1 here. Just got a bad thermostat downstairs? It's nonsense. This is how I knew. One, this isn't right. Okay, so there's 4 AC units. There's dining left, dining right, prep, and the kitchen, right, from the roof. So we have one that says lobby, one that says cashier alley, one that says prep. Okay, now I know from the way Zaxby's are built, dining room right also controls cashier alley. So this is the one that's dead in the water and not working. Okay, this says it's 75. This has got to be my left unit that's not calling for heat. Why? Well, there's no remote sensors. There are no remote sensors. So, it's like I can't make it any hotter than 75. And it's 75 in this office because the prep AC is working and it's blowing that right here on this. So they're killing their dining room. They're really gonna solve our problem, but I've gone into the menu where I can change the set point. So we're gonna set that to 80. Realize how weird this is gonna be, right? You're gonna cause, this is probably why that, actually 100%, why that contactor burnt up, okay? Office hits 75. Well, office doesn't hit 75. She's trying to hit 75, so she's heating that space, but reading this space. So imagine they got this back door open, they're doing prep. It's cold as crap in the prep area. Normally this is where it's cold. So it's cold back here, it's trying to hit 70, can't do it. It just keeps on going, even though the dining room is baking out. So let's go upstairs now and see if this is heating and pulling in my contactors. Yeah, there you go. Now you're actually heating the dining room. So we need to get a remote temperature probe run ASAP for that unit. But we've restored heat. We had no heat here. We had no heat here because these were literally destroyed. That unit's not working because of a fan. This unit wasn't working for theirs, so they had no heating in the dining room at all. That remedies that. Let's get this buttoned up. That unit is heating properly. That's the prep unit. So I think their problem this morning was they just couldn't overcome the 12 degrees that it was outside. But it's cold, but it's only like 36 right now, which I know you guys, boo-hoo is me, 36, but ay, ay, ay. She's next to change. There we go. She actually just satisfied and shut down, but now we're putting out